CBS News has learned the White House's Office of Management and Budget is circulating a draft memo suggesting federal employees may not be entitled to back pay, despite a 2019 law signed by President Trump after the last government shutdown.
Congress, on both sides of the aisle, should take a stand against denying pay entitled to furloughed workers.
I believe it's a strategic mistake to now let those folks know or let them think that they could potentially not get back pay.
The president also said Tuesday he will be announcing layoffs within the next 4 or 5 days if the shutdown continues.
A lot of those jobs will never come back.
On Capitol Hill, lawmakers remained deadlocked over health care. Democrats want an extension to Affordable Care Act subsidies, but Republicans insist the shutdown should end first.
Democrats remain ready to seriously negotiate with Republicans to address the health care crisis and get out of the Republican shutdown.
The consequences for the American people are very real, and this just has to stop.
The shutdown is also impacting air travel nationwide, with several airports reporting staffing shortages as a result of some air traffic controllers calling out sick.
That's the way they have to protest, right? They have no other way to show that it's hurting not just them, but us.
The staffing shortages are resulting in flight delays. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
During that news conference this afternoon, alongside Senate Majority Leader John Thune, House Speaker Mike Johnson was asked whether he would consider a separate emergency measure to pay air traffic controllers and members of the military in the coming weeks. Johnson expressed openness to the idea, saying, quote, "We're monitoring that day by day." The CDC is issuing new guidance for COVID-19 vaccines. The agency has officially accepted a federal vaccine advisory panel's recommendation urging people to first consult a health provider before getting the updated shot. It also adopted the panel's recommendation that toddlers receive the chickenpox vaccine separately from the measles, mumps, and rubella shot, rather than a combined vaccination. Most Americans should still be able to get a COVID-19 vaccine for free. Most private insurers and Medicaid will cover vaccines recommended by the CDC's Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices at no cost through next year. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has added an extra hurdle to getting the shot. The CDC adopted its vaccine advisors vote to shift away from a broad recommendation for COVID-19 immunization. However, prescription is not necessarily needed. A new drug combination could give new hope to men with advanced prostate cancer in a double-blind trial. Researchers at the University College London found their therapy delayed advanced stages of the disease, where cells had spread to other parts of the body, and in patients with a specific genetic mutation. An estimated 1.5 million men are diagnosed with prostate cancer around the world each year. If you're having a hard time staying motivated, there's new evidence exercise snacks may help. Research published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine suggests short, mini workouts sprinkled throughout the day can significantly improve the cardiorespiratory fitness of most physically inactive adults. It's recommended that people get at least 300 minutes of exercise per week. A commonly prescribed opioid may not be doing much to ease long-term pain. The study published Tuesday in the journal BMJ Evidence-Based Medicine questions the effectiveness and safety of tramadol, a drug often seen as a safer alternative. The study concluded the synthetic opioids' benefits for chronic pain are limited and may not even reach the minimal threshold patients can feel. Researchers found tramadol often only had a slight effect on reducing chronic pain, along with an increased risk of side effects like nausea, dizziness, constipation, and even cardiac events. Well, Doug returns with a complete forecast. And a little later, don't let the temperatures fool you. There's still some lawn care left before fall sets in.
Well, it definitely turned out to be a much cooler day for us today. In fact, most of us 15 to 20 degrees cooler than what we saw yesterday. Everybody's been telling me they're ready for October weather. We got it today, and we're going to have it over the next couple days. Enjoy it because it's going to heat right back up this weekend. We've had some clouds kind of skirting through the region through the afternoon, evening hours. These are going to break up as we go through the overnight. So let me walk you through time. We're going to go into Wednesday morning. Look at our temps. 50, 49 Nevada, 54 in Grove, 52 in Parsons. So a little chilly to start. By noon, I think most of us are going to be near 70, and I think about 76, 77 degrees. Our atmosphere is fairly dry, so it allows you to warm up pretty quickly as you get into the afternoon hours. All right, so we back down again into lower 50s as we go into Thursday morning. Now, on Thursday morning, we may get a couple random sprinkles or showers, especially on the Kansas and the Oklahoma side. Most of us will be dry, smidge warmer, upper 70s for highs as we go into Thursday afternoon. All right, Thursday night into Friday morning, another weak wave is going to drop in that could give us some scattered light showers. We're not going to get much rain out of that on Thursday and Friday, but we have better chances as we get into next week. So I'm going to let this roll 1 week in advance. A lot of us are going to pick up quarter, half an inch, maybe an inch of rain as we go through the next week. And majority of that will be next Monday and Tuesday. Day planner on your Wednesday, 55 to start, 71 by noon. High temp, 76 degrees. And let's jump forward. Let's go into 4-state Friday night high school football. Temperature's fantastic. 75 by kickoff, 68 once we get into the fourth quarter. So no complaints this week with high school football. Reason it's a little cooler, upper level flow, a little northwest flow right out of Canada, right on top of us, and that's going to keep us nice for the next couple days. However, here comes a ridge of high pressure back in. This is going to be late Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and that's why the 80s are going to return. I do want you to notice all this mess. The western third of the country, we have storm systems lining up, and we'll start to eject out. So the middle of October is going to be much more active than what we've seen over the past couple weeks. And then this system will push on by, then we kind of reload again the western third of the country. Let me take you into your weekend. So those showers, trying to work through Friday morning. Friday afternoon looks pretty good. Saturday we start to heat back up. So now we're talking mid 80s. Sunday we're talking upper 80s, so toasty, near 90 even. So it does heat back up as we go into the weekend. All right, let's go 76 tomorrow, 79 Thursday, 82 Friday, 84 Saturday, 86 as we go into Sunday. Sam?
Thanks, Doug. With that first taste of fall for part of this week, lawn care and tree experts are reminding people to keep up with maintenance as the season goes on. Nick Kelly talked to some pros about what to do, especially during extended dry spells.
Noel Boyer is a tree expert whose company just finished its backlog of tree damage and cleanup after storms from April and June. Now he's glad to see the calls shift toward maintenance care as fall unfolds.
Getting lots of people that just want us to come and look at their trees, inspect them, see if there's anything, dead wood, broken limbs, crack, split, disease, dying, any of that stuff that we need to get out this fall.
While it may be October, the warmer temperatures we've been having doesn't feel like it and can extend the growing season for some plants. When it comes to trimming any limbs, trees, or shrubbery, wait until they finish blooming and use a good pruning saw or pole pruners.
The cooler air on the way throughout the fall will send the trees into dormancy, minimizing any potential damage if you need to take care of tree trimming or cleaning up. However, lawn care experts say the cooler air on the way means you should still take care of your lawn.
One of the tricks of the trade is to keep the grass a little bit shorter this time of year. That way, the leaves that do blow in from the neighbor's yard, it's more likely to keep going.
In addition, Sean Jones, a lawn care expert, says those who are raking or mulching leaves should avoid getting any into the street or stormwater drains to prevent problems and blockages. Any reseeding should be done now with proper watering so it can be ready for spring. For those with sprinkler systems, while things may be okay for now,
make sure you're on a list to get it serviced. You got to get it blown out because you don't want it to get any freezing, could damage your system.
These tips can go a long way to help see your trees and lawn through the fall and upcoming winter.
Still ahead, the MIAA Basketball Media Days were held in Kansas City on Monday, with Pitt State and Missouri Southern in attendance. When we return, we'll hear from the Gorillas men's and women's teams as they gear up for the season.
Well, it's going to be a chilly night tonight. We drop back lower 50s for overnight low. 76 tomorrow, just about a perfect fall day across the region. Back down to 53 again tomorrow night. May get a sprinkle or two on Thursday. A little better chance to get some scattered showers as we go into Friday morning. And look at the temperatures warming back up by the weekend.
Doug, thanks. Don't forget, you can be the first to know about the day's weather with the KOAM Skywatch weather app. Get severe weather updates sent straight to your phone free of charge. It's available in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. That's the KOAM Skywatch weather app. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's make it a great evening.